going on, dudes and dudettes? So recently, the other day, a tight end out of high school, Cameron Woods, who I don't know exactly which state he's from, but he recently said, why not walk on at USC? So I'm assuming he didn't earn a scholarship right away, but he's going to walk on and still be able to play on the team as long as he pays his way for college and stuff. So that's cool for him. It looks like he is talented enough to at least earn a scholarship within a year or two. So we'll see how good he ends up developing. So congrats to him. And then a way too early look at the 2024 NBA draft as far as prospects goes. And a lot of course, Duke players, at least 3 guys would obviously be up there, but this is more of a USC-centric video, so I'm going to stick with those guys. I pretty much have seen Isaiah Collier, one of the top point guards, and probably considered the best player coming out of high school this last season, is pretty much ranked in the top 5. I've seen him a lot of places too in the top 3 as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up pushing to get up there to that number 1 overall pick, depending on what team is there and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff to look forward to for him. But when it comes to Bronny James, obviously the son of LeBron, he's kind of like a mixed bag, because some people have him really high, like a top 10 prospect, even sometimes top 8 overall guy getting selected, and then some people have him like in the 16, 17 range, and then up in the 25, almost 30 something range as well. Still a first round pick, but obviously going to different types of teams, whether it's contenders or not too. And depending where the Lakers end up in that situation next year, depends if they will select him and still try to keep LeBron on the team, because it pretty much seems like wherever Bronny ends up getting drafted, that's where LeBron will go after this season coming up. So we'll see. But either way, that is too, if Bronny does end up deciding to leave USC after 1 year, he could end up wanted to stay at USC for at least 2 years, see what he can do, if he could build up his draft stock to pretty much go wherever he wants that he's earned to go to, and play in a better situation than some of the other places and not get any playing time. But either way, it's definitely something to look forward to. I'll probably get into the Duke guys on the other video, but yes, as far as USC players, those are the top guys. Boogie Ellis, he obviously came back because NIL money was going to end up helping him either way. He's probably going to get paid more while playing at USC this season than going into the NBA right now. So might as well just do that. Get a close to $1 million and then see what ends up happening next year, if you end up getting drafted as well or not. He could be a late first round guy, could be early second as well. So you never know, but should be stuff to look at into the future. And pretty much when it comes to this Monday, I know a lot of people, or a lot of times I've talked on these videos recently about a particular player going to be committing at some point on Monday, but there seems to be, especially not only this week, including like Tuesday, Thursday, maybe could be 2 on Thursday, definitely another one on Friday, at least like 4 to 5 to 6 guys that could be committing, or at least, you know, choosing USC or trending really high towards USC once this weekend and this week continues is over. But obviously get into the main guy, Ryan Pelham, who I think he still took his official visit to Oregon this last weekend. But I don't know, even though he took that, it seemed like USC still had like a 90-something% odd. Yeah, 97% chance to get him. And he's announcing like around 2 o'clock West Coast time here in LA. So I don't know, it looks like it's going to be USC. Be nice to get another 4-star player for the rankings and stuff, since they're already the number 7 team recruiting wise, so they should definitely move up with that selection. And then on Tuesday, Marquise Gallegos, a really good, talented player from Chaminade High School out here in SoCal. He's a safety. I don't know how many more defensive backs they're going to bring in, but it looks like they're going to bring in more, because there's 2 of these guys that are going to be committing soon. But Gallegos, yeah, he's going to be selecting live on 247 Sports' YouTube channel. I think around 2 or 3 o'clock the same time, but on Tuesday. So definitely be looking forward to that. Watching live to see where he goes. It once again was like a 97.6 chance of USC landing him out over like Oregon and all those other schools. So this could be a nice 1-2 punch for USC to get over Oregon on both offense and defense. So definitely looking forward to those 2 guys coming up within the next couple of days. But kind of get a break on Wednesday, and then Thursday, I believe it's the other 4-star wide receiver out of Texas, Dre'lon Miller, who's going to be selecting his school. He's a little bit lower on the end towards USC. It seemed like he was trending more towards LSU, but even with USC, he's going to be trending like at a 42.8%, which is okay. It's not that bad. It's close to 50, but it's still right under the RPMs. I want to say, I forget the name, how you say the RPM, whatever On3's thing does, the predictor of where these guys will go to school this next season. And LSU is just barely leading, but he's pretty interesting too, because he will be announcing Thursday, I believe. But another guy, Anthony Smith, another talented linebacker, the other 4-star, who they've talked about with each other, saying that they will commit to the same school. I know the RPM On3 predictor for both. The only school that's on there that's the same, that's predicting where they would go, is Texas A&M, which is actually like really low, like less than 10 or something like that for both of them, or something around there. So I don't think they would be going to those if they're trending high to other schools. Because even Anthony Smith is trending to USC at 75%, but he didn't say exactly when he's going to be announcing his commitment. People just assume they were going to be announcing together, but maybe not. He might wait another day or two, maybe a couple weeks. Like I said, all these guys can say they're going to come to USC now, but who knows if they're going to officially sign in December and in February of next year officially. But hoping for the best, and a lot of these guys are at least saying that USC is a dream school and USC is going after those guys, which is nice. So definitely looking forward to those two guys. Hopefully USC getting a double dip in their recruiting efforts for that. But another guy, I think, the safety, Dre'lon Conley, he's trending at like a 93.2%, and he's going to be selecting around Friday, making his announcement. So that's a good guy to get. I think he's only a 3-star. He could bump himself up to a 4-star, but he is another talented dude out of the state of Texas as well. So like I said, USC is already ranked number 7 in the rankings of recruiting, and if they get even half of these guys, 3 to 4 of these guys, they're going to end up jumping up to the number 5 team, if not even higher. So either way, it's looking like a good positive thing for USC's future 2024 recruiting class coming up. And then there was a surprising guy who visited USC this weekend. I'm recording this on Sunday. And the linebacker Dylan Williams, who's from Long Beach Poly out here, where he was committed to USC quite a while ago. I think maybe a year or so ago. He committed like really early and when he was really young, and it was obviously a dream school for him, USC is. But he, for some reason, decommitted at some point last year and kind of weighed his options and looked at other schools. But then I guess he had sort of said he did that because the linebackers coach at the time didn't really put enough effort, he thought, into recruiting him from USC and didn't see him as a high priority. But the linebacker coach that's there right now, Brian Odom, he said that he's been really on him, talking to him constantly, and says he's definitely a top priority as far as that position for USC. Kind of wondering, too, if he was maybe brought in as a last-ditch effort, because USC did lose out to Jordan Lockhart, who's from St. John Bosco. I know he was trending away from USC recently, but he did go to Texas A&M last week and, committed there. And then Kingston Viliamo Asa, he's been on trips to like Notre Dame and Ohio State recently. He's also from St. John Bosco, but even though USC those are only his top 3 schools, I think USC is maybe like second to Ohio State or Notre Dame. It kind of just depends which recruiter or which day you're talking about. But it seems like USC will come in second there, which sucks because then you're probably going to lose out on Peyton Woodyard as well. But Dylan Williams, I still think is a nice get for them either way. He's a 4-star linebacker and another California product too. So keeping the local products here and letting them play for the top school out here in the city of Los Angeles. So either way, could be interesting the next couple of weeks to see what happens with USC and their recruiting stuff for the class of 2024, maybe even beyond, because they've been offering a lot of guys too in 2025 and 2026. They've been having a lot of camps out there and offering these guys that come to the camps and work out with them and all this stuff and go through all the drills. So it'll be very interesting. A lot of talented quarterbacks too in the future as well. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Fight on.